How you guys doing? This is Retro Vinnie. Hey, today I'm gonna tell you a little story. Today's 2 days ago. I got jumped by three guys. I was coming home from work. You believe this? This crazy world right now? I was coming home from work. I parked my car. Parked my car in the parking lot. And these the landscapers are cutting the grass and stuff, right? This dude's blowing, with the blower. He's blowing the leaves and stuff. I parked my car. And this dude starts blowing rocks and dirt and stuff on top of my car. I'm like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to scratch my car. You're going to damage it. You're going to pay for it? This dude is like, the landscaper. He's like, I don't care. I don't care if it gets scratched. I'm like, wait. What do you mean you don't care if it gets scratched? You're going to pay for it if you scratch the car. He's going to keep blowing. He's going to keep blowing. So the next thing I know, I'm like, wait a second, you better stop what you're doing. This dude pushes me with the blower in my stomach, right? So now I'm starting to get mad, right? This dude, I'm like, hey, I'm going to tell your manager, right? These landscapers, because there's like three of them, right? And he's like, he gets his phone out, right? And he like texts something. And all of a sudden, I see these two guys running. These dudes are coming full blast. They're coming at me where I'm standing with this other guy, right? These are the landscapers. You know those dudes that cut the grass and stuff? These are in my apartment complex, right? You believe that? These guys come to my apartment and cut the grass every week. Okay, these dudes are coming at me, right? They're running, man. I'm like, hey, were you the manager? He's like, yeah, I'm the manager. Why you bothering my worker or whatever? And I'm like, I was just telling him, that he's blowing rocks on my car, man. It's a nice car. You're going to scratch it. And this dude, he's like, I don't care. You got to let him do the work and stuff, right? He has to do his job. I'm like, well, he don't have to blow the rocks on my car. He said, I don't care if it gets scratched. I'm like, well, then you're going to pay for it, you motherfucker. And this dude, you know what he does? He takes off his coat, right? He pulls it off. He starts swinging it like this, like a fucking helicopter, man. Like this. Like, that's going to scare me, man. Now I got three guys, right? One on the side of me, one in front of me, and one behind me. They surrounded me, like a martial arts movie, with the one guy against like 20. And there's like a circle around him, and he kicks the shit out of everybody. I'm thinking in my head, is this for real, man? These guys surrounded me, right? And then the one guy, that dude's starting to like going like this, right? He thinks like he's like Mike Tyson. He's bobbing and weaving and shit. And then his father, I guess the other guy was his father. This dude looks like Danny Trejo. You know who he is? The actor from Machete? This ugly motherfucker, man. Scary, man. Okay, he's on my right side. The sun is in front of me. He thinks he's like Oscar De La Hoya and shit. I'm like, I put my arms up like this. I'm like, bring it then. Come on, hit me. Throw the first punch, because then you're gonna say that I assaulted you and shit. So this guy is just swinging that thing around. He starts bobbing and weaving. Then I got the other guy. He has a weed whacker. He's on the back of me, right? All of a sudden, I put my arms up like this, right? I'm like, come on, bring it. This dude, he didn't do anything. They were scared, man. It was all show. And all of a sudden, the old guy, his father, he like tries to bitch slap me, right? When I wasn't looking, right? But I blocked it, right? And this dude, look, he cut my thumb, man. I blocked the punch. This dude had nails like a fucking grizzly bear. Dude, cut your nails, bro. They got at the dollar store, they got clippers, you motherfucker. You need a pedicure and a manicure. Fish. So this dude tried when I'm not looking, but I'm so quick, man. I just blocked that shit. Then he's like, oh, hey, you assaulted my father. You hit his hand. I'm going to tell the police. I'm like, how can one guy assault three guys? What do you think, I'm Bruce Lee? You know what I'm saying? So this guy keeps bobbing and weaving. He's like, bring it. Come on. I'm like, well, throw the first punch, you motherfucker. So he's just like going like this. I'm going like that, right? This dude's over here trying to bitch slap me. Then I got another guy with a weed whacker. I don't know if he's going to fucking hit me in the head with a weed whack my head off. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, I got three guys like this. I'm not going to take all these guys out. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for him to swing, right? So I can get a good punch. Remember, when you're fighting, always go on the angles. That way that you could get around. You don't, Because if you're like this, there's more stuff that can hit, you know? Any boxer will tell you that. If you want an angle. So I'm waiting for this guy. It's all show. These guys were all fucking scared, man. All of them. Even that Trejo guy with the ugly motherfucking face. That dude was scary, man. Okay? So I'm up like this. This dude is just bobbing away. I'm like, come on, hit me, man. He didn't hit me. All of a sudden, one of the maintenance guys comes out, right? Where I live. He runs up. He's like, hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? And I'm like, oh, these guys, they're throwing rocks on my car, right? And he's like, you gotta let them work. I'm like, well, they gotta listen. They don't throw shit on my car, right? So all of a sudden, he's like, okay, you guys, you better stop or you call the police. I'm like, how are you gonna call the police? They're the ones that started. I'm assaulted, man. I can't believe these guys assaulted me. These guys that cut the grass, the landscapers. So after that, everything stopped, right? And this dude, then I go into the office, right? These guys were out there. I go into the office. I tell the guy in the office, he don't even want to listen, man. He don't care, man. He don't want to listen to what I was telling him. But anyway, I told him that that's the way, in case they come at night, you know, and try to do something to my car and stuff. They know the story. I call the police and blame them. But anything, that's what happened, man. That was the end of it. But the moral to this story is you got to stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If somebody attacks you like that, you got to fight. You got to fight to the end. These guys could have pulled out a gun. I had no choice, you know. But they don't know what I got on me, you know. But you got to fight. You got to fight and stand up. You got to hold your ground. Whoever bullies you, or whatever happens in life, you got to stand up and knock these motherfuckers out. Please, I don't advise violence, but this is what happened. I got jumped. And I couldn't do anything, you know. But I wasn't scared. These guys were scared. And there was 3 guys against 1. Remember, stand up for yourself. Don't let people push you around. You gotta fight like a lion. Lions fight to the death. No matter how many hyenas attack them, they keep fighting and fighting till the end. Peace. That's what you gotta do. You gotta stand up. It's a crazy world. You never know what can happen. It's Retro Vinnie. Remember, protect yourself and stand up for yourself. All right? Retro Vinnie. Remember to subscribe to my channel. You believe this? 2020, people are going crazy, man. You don't know what they're going to do. They're becoming crazy in the head. Remember, stand up for yourself. And don't be scared. Because you stand up, stand your ground, and these guys were the ones that were scared. I could have took all of them out. Like a fucking martial art movie. You know what I'm saying? Fucking knock them right in the head, man. They miss, that's when you hit them. You let them throw the first punch. They miss, then you hit them right in the fucking jaw. Peace. Don't run away. Stand up for yourself. This is Retro Vinnie with another video. I want to tell you a little story that happened to me. Remember, subscribe, share, and like if you like my videos. Stay tuned for the next video. And I'm out.